Magazine, visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use. You know, truck drivers play a critical role in our economy, hauling almost everything we buy. These men and women are the unsung heroes and the backbone of America. When our heroes need support, they turn to the St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is a 501c3 truck driver charity that steps in to cover necessity household items when an injury or illness takes a driver off the road. Learn more and donate today at truckersfund.org. That's truckersfund.org.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A third round of talks between Russia and Ukraine is scheduled to get underway on this 12th day of war. Ukrainians are still fleeing in droves. This woman, who's just arrived at the Polish border, is among the 1.5 million refugees.
Bombing continuing, and I decided to escape because it's really dangerous. No bread, no milk, no eggs, no nothing. It's terrible.
Ukrainian President Zelensky is rejecting Kremlin's latest offer. Correspondent Steve Futterman from Medica, Poland.
The humanitarian corridors being offered would allow people to leave a number of cities, but the corridors would move them towards Russia and Belarus, not towards the places where the refugees have been going, here in Poland, Moldova, Romania. Jonathan Marcus is a defense specialist.
What we are seeing is something very much out of Russia's military playbook, and it is something that is cynical and deeply, deeply dangerous.
Secretary of State Blinken is in Lithuania.
We're increasing humanitarian aid to the Ukrainian people. We're raising the costs on the Kremlin and all who aid and enable it for continuing this war of choice.
Fill up your tank over the weekend? How much did that hurt? Gas prices jumped more than 40 cents in the U.S. in a week, topping $4 a gallon. It's the first time they've been that high since 2008. This trucker in Boston has a suggestion.
They're victims for no reasons. We shouldn't, I guess, buy fuel from Russia. You know, we should start dipping into our stuff.
The world's reached a new COVID milestone. Vicky Barker is at the foreign desk.
Sometime in the past few hours, the official global death toll from COVID-19 passed 6 million. Inconsistent reporting in different parts of the world means the actual death toll is likely several times that. Around half of the COVID deaths occurred in just 6 countries: the U.S., Brazil, India, Russia, Mexico, and Peru.
Huge wildfires in the Florida Panhandle have burned more than 10,000 acres devastated by hurricanes 3 years ago. Governor Ron DeSantis from Bay County.
We've got 4 National Guard air assets, 2 Blackhawks and two Chinooks. They're working and they're having a positive impact.
More than 1,000 homes have been evacuated. Officials believe one fire was started by a homeowner burning trash. Vice President Harris visited Selma, Alabama to mark the 57th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, when white police officers attacked black voting rights marchers crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
On that day, those brave marchers continued to push forward to secure the freedom to vote.
S&P futures are down 52. Dow futures off 412.
How would
this
you know?
is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit, little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text FREE to 99799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehabs and can quickly replace your current income. Text FREE to 99799 and let me show you how to take your life back and build cash flow and wealth from your home. That's FREE to 99799. Again, text FREE to 99799.
South Korea's presidential election is Wednesday.
From catchy tunes to polls, it's been hard to separate Liberal candidate Lee Jae-myung from Conservative rival Yoon Suk-yeol in a pandemic election focused on mudslinging, but which also saw a record turnout in early voting. Both foreign policy novices, we do know Lee would continue attempts to engage with North Korea, whereas Yoon's talking tougher, and that would spell even closer US ties. Alex Jensen for CBS News, Seoul.
When a technical glitch cut off the national anthem before the start of the first MLS game in Charlotte. A crowd of more than 74,000 scored a big assist. They finished the song. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently get gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pegolipase, is an oral prescription medication that...
Oh, say, can you see
Increase your chance of fibrosis and
by the dawn's early light what so proudly waited?
Joints for allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9111.
And the rocket red flag can burst through air, can prove to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Alrighty. Here's my thing. There we go. There we go. Right now. There goes my time. Oh, sorry about that, Google. I didn't mean to wake you up there. Sorry about that. How can I help you? Cancel? You can't help me. I'm good. But when you do, I'll call you.
And the rockets red the bombs bursting in air, gave through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring.
Only has great
And I need a chair. Nobody's donated my chair yet.
Buy now, pay later app. Why is this hooked so many people where layaway didn't?
Don't tell my
How about a birthday present like a chair?
The other day online, I bought the cake, and they asked me, "What?"
You need a chair. I need a good, comfortable chair.
Your daughter you bake the cake back.
I'm trying to get Cumulus to get me one, but I don't think they got my letter yet.
Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has all the innovative tech and tools you need to take on the future of work, all at great prices. Right now, Apple AirPods Pro are only $199, a $50 savings. Offer ends 3/12 while supplies last, limit 2. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store.
A much different forecast for this week. It will be cooler and there is plenty of opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here. We're talking today highs upper 70s, so still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning into the afternoon and early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible with high wind gusts. For tonight, we're down to around 50. We dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. It won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly there. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Got a couple of things going on the East Boulevard. Got an accident, East Boulevard southbound on the ramp to 85. Also, East Boulevard at Ware's Ferry. Watch for 2 problems there already this morning. Otherwise, interstate systems moving smoothly into and through the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Transport trucks are rolling in, and new Toyotas are arriving daily at Reinhardt Toyota. There's now a selection of trucks and cars, new and used. Stop by Reinhardt Toyota on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
How many miles have you driven past your scheduled auto service checkup? A few hundred or a few thousand? Call Chico's Auto Pros.
Oh, Chico's.
Quick service at our Atlanta Highway location.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is conducting a homicide investigation after finding a body south of Salem. Officials say they found a man's body well into a wooded area off Lee County Road 140. Now to news from inside our legislature. Alabamians could soon have the chance to vote on a statewide lottery. Legislation introduced last week would expand, regulate, and tax casino-style gambling and sports betting. The bill would create a commission to oversee gambling, along with an official state lottery. Now to news for Costco members. Your membership might be going up this year. Costco's chief financial officer says a membership price increase will happen at some point, but when and how much is still in the air. The last time the membership price went up for Costco was in 2017. I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News. These are your morning headlines.
$49 down delivers. Hey, Montgomery, Prattville, and surrounding areas. Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales. That's right, $49 down delivers. With over 300 units available now. And Budget has prices starting at $6,900. Many units with less than 10,000 miles. Compact, mid-size, full-size luxury, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, all makes, all models, all on sale now, starting at $49 down delivers. Lenders on-site for instant approval. Loans through local credit unions and national lenders, backed by Capital One. Rates from 2.38% APR. And up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book on your trade. Prices from $6,900. I solve situations, down payment, trade.
I shot the shovel out. But I would not shoot
See one of my solution areas at Budget Car and Truck Sales, 61 Mendale Parkway next to Fraser Church, or 508 McQueen Smith Road across from Walmart. Visit us online at buybudgetonline.com. That's buybudgetonline.com.
This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli. And Jeff Ranka with Chappie's Deli. Mike, let's talk soup. Our homemade chicken and rice soup. Miss Dolly's recipe. It's so good. Anytime, but especially when the weather changes. People come and buy it by the quart when it's cold outside. And chicken and rice soup comboed with a sandwich can't be beat. And it has magical healing properties. Whoa, Jeff, you can't say that on the radio. But Gramps, when we were sick, my Dino would make a batch. We were fine in no time. Shoot, it was will cure anything. Jeff, you can't say that either. How about it almost works like magic and almost cures anything? Jeff. But it worked. Every time she made it, it worked. I promise. Come to any Chappie's Deli location and get Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup. It's a magic elixir.
Get your magic elixir, aka Miss Dolly's homemade chicken and rice soup at Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Prattville, Peppertree, Baptist South Tower, and Auburn.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above.
Nice and cool.
If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now.
All right, let's get with it now. Let's get with it.
Sample rate notes are based on preferred non-tobacco order ready exam required.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing. Hope everybody's doing fine. It's a great day to be alive.
378-3816. Paid for by Turnbusters Insurance.
Man-made solid wood rustic furniture at factory direct price.
Well, almost time to go to work. Almost time to go to, let's see, what is that? Christian Care Ministry. In church yesterday, I remember what the preacher said. I do remember what he said. I do remember.
Many items below cost. Hey folks, this is Jody. We have new inventory arriving, so everything must go. Console,
Nightstands,
chest,
dresser,
bar stool,
occasional chairs,
coffee table,
end table.
power.
Doctrine.
We don't have time to list them all here.
So go to our Facebook page and see many more. Like I've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't have fake money, so don't have fake wood.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, so people are happier, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare.
Right now.
Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of it.
I believe you.
Here's the number you need. 844.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Yes, I do.
844-47 Bible.
There we go. Now it's time to talk.
News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset.
All right.
Focus on your day.
Time to go to work. Good morning.
Take a deep breath and change the focus.
Great day to be alive.
To the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you.
And good morning. Good morning and good morning again, Montgomery, Alabama. It is a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 AM. We just like to call it where we have good news and hot burning issues. Good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something to change your perspective or give you a new one, or at least give you one. It is March the 7th, 2022 AD.
Today's Daily Bread is simply entitled Willing to Wait. Couldn't we all use some of that? The scriptural insight today comes from James 5:7-12. James 5:7 says, "Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. Wait. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, it is March the 7th, 2022 AD. It is a day that has never been, and I guarantee it, it is a day that shall never, ever come again. You don't get it back. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should do today. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you did. So whatever it is that you do this morning, this day, March the 7th, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. I tell you every morning because each morning is a new day. It is a new time. And this day is no exception. And if you have lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God and a lot of mercy thrown in, a lot, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see another tomorrow. But if there are to be no more tomorrows, that makes it this day is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do? Well, do what you can, while you can, as much as you can, until you can't for somebody else. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. But you will never be a failure until you quit. Give out if you must. Rest if you can. But you never quit. Because quitters don't win. And winners, oh, they may fail at a thing or two. But they never quit. They never give up. So don't you. Never, ever give up. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. This day, like all the days of old, it is a great day to be alive. Willing to wait. That's our daily bread for this day, March the 7th, 2022. Good morning to you, Montgomery.
Thanks for joining us for today's word of encouragement from the Our Daily Bread devotional. The writing for today, titled Willing to Wait, was written by Marvin Williams. Waiting can be a culprit in stealing our peace. According to computer scientist Ramesh Sitaraman, few things inspire universal frustration and ire in internet users as waiting for a sluggish web browser to load. His research says that we're willing to wait an average of 2 seconds for an online video to load. After 5 seconds, the abandonment rate is about 25%. After 10 seconds, half of the users desert their efforts. We're certainly an impatient bunch. James encouraged believers in Jesus to not abandon him while they were waiting for his second coming. Christ's return would motivate them to stand firm in the face of suffering and to love and honor one another. James used the example of the farmer to make his point. Like the farmer who waited patiently for autumn and spring rains and for the land to yield its valuable crop, James encouraged believers to be patient under oppression until Jesus returned. And when he returned, he would right every wrong and bring shalom, peace. Sometimes we are tempted to forsake Jesus while we wait for him. But as we wait, let's keep watch, remain faithful, and live out his character and ways. Though we don't know when Jesus will return, let's wait patiently for him, as long as it takes. Now let's listen to the hope of God's Word. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is taken from James, chapter 5, verses 7 through 12. Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too, be patient and stand firm, because the Lord's coming is near. Don't grumble against one another, brothers and sisters, or you will be judged. The judge is standing at the door. Brothers and sisters, as an example of patience in the face of suffering, take the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. As you know, we count as blessed those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. Above all, my brothers and sisters, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. All you need to say is a simple yes or no. Otherwise, you will be condemned. Now let's go to the Lord God in prayer. Jesus, we will wait patiently for you. Though the world is dark and filled with pain, suffering, injustice, and uncertainty, we will wait for you. Though we don't know the day or the time, we will wait for you. It's in your name, Jesus, that we pray and patiently wait. Amen. Thanks for listening. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Well, it's time to rise and shine, people. It's time to get up, time to get out of bed, time to get rolling. It's a Monday morning, first day of the week. Okay, second day of the week. Anyway, now it's time for PT. All right, where's the cadence caller at? There we go. Rough and tough. We're gonna jump from a big iron bird. We're gonna jump from a big iron bird. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. Jump right out and count to 4. If my main don't open wide, if my main don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. Come on now. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Hey, la, hey, hey. Hey, la, hey, hey. La, ho. A GI grits and a GI gravy. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. Hey, la, ho. I killed that in GI Corps. Hey, la, ho. We're so glad that we're airborne. Hey, la, ho. There we go. All the way. Every day. All the way. All righty then. Thank you. Appreciate that. You'll come back next tomorrow. We'll be here. Okay. Anyway, and now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America. Where you slept last night, somebody was in somebody's country trying to make sure what's happening in Ukraine don't happen over here. It comes at a price. And it's that price that young men and women all across this nation are willing to do for generations. Like I always say, somebody has to put maintenance on freedom. And like Ronald Reagan once said, that freedom is only one generation away. It always has to be maintained. And we salute those Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force, policemen, firemen, and all the people that go in when everybody else is running out. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine. Oh, and don't forget our sanitation department, because without them, we wouldn't have no place to march. There'd be trash all over the streets. I'm just saying. The United States Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paratus, which simply means always, not sometimes, but always ready. I think the Army's the only one without a motto these days. Always last to the party. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Annex. This is, after all, an Air Force town. Good morning to you. We welcome all the people from across the world who come here, Air Force personnel, to study in our intellectual capital of the United States Air Force, right here in Montgomery, Alabama. Can you believe it? In Montgomery, Alabama. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope you enjoy your stay. And last but certainly not least, which tomorrow, I've got some Marines coming up here. I hope I just don't happen to open up a can of whoop ass on them, but they're coming up here tomorrow to talk. Oh, yeah. Okay, I won't be opening up a can, but I'm just saying, maybe tomorrow I get my honorary Marine Corps shipness. You never can tell. Semper Fi, Marines, Semper Fi. Oh, yeah, I got some of your buddies coming up here tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the Marine Corps. Do some recruiting or something. Try to get the Army up here sometime, but they never show up. All righty then. Now you guys know, like on Mondays and Fridays, I always play a audio piece to hopefully motivate you and get you going. We're trying to help you out, make it through the day, and give you something to think about. Give you a different perspective, or maybe just give you a perspective. Some of us go all day long without a perspective at all. We just wake up, go to the bathroom, shower, shave, other things, and we just go through the day aimlessly. Well, whatever happens. Okay, that's a bad way to start the morning. You got to get up every morning motivated. You got to get ready, and you got to be able to deal with whatever comes your way. I heard somebody say one day that don't ask God for an easy life. Ask God for the ability to deal with whatever happens in life. I think that that's pretty good. Anyway, so now this is called to leave a legacy. Leave a legacy, because everybody's last name means something. Some people last name has made them millions of dollars. Did you know that the not Mercedes-Benz, what's that big that Bentley? That's somebody's last name? Yeah, you know that, did you? And what's that real expensive car? The real Rolls Royce. That's two guys who made a car and charge an arm and a leg for them, and people right now make all kinds of money I mean, they make all kinds of money, and you pay all kinds of money to drive in somebody's car named Rolls Royce. I ain't mad at them. Names mean things. Like some people won't buy anything in the purse unless it's got Gucci in it. Gucci. Well, that's somebody's name. So here's the question I have to ask you this morning. This is the question. What are you going to do with your name? Well, yeah. Think about it. We'll be back.
Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last names. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money and get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, that family sitting there getting rich, and Harley Davidson sees a Rolls Royce up here, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opened up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who saying, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name might mean one thing right now, but I promise after today, this name getting ready to change. I promise after today, everybody's going to want my last name. I'm here to let you know you are encouraged by God. You're thinking kingdom. You are not just getting married, you're breaking the curse. You are not just graduating from college, you're breaking the curse. You are not just getting out of high school, you're breaking the curse. You are not just saved, you're breaking the curse. And everybody around you is about to be blessed because of what God is ready to do in your life. I don't know what my name meant before I got here, but I know it's going to mean before I leave. You got a legacy. Power in your name. A legacy is something that is passed down. It is your mark. It is your footprint in the earth. It is your contribution to the world. Your legacy is something that is passed down. It is your mark. It is your footprint in the earth. It is your contribution to the world. I don't care about legacy. I'm single. I don't care about legacy. I don't have no kids. I don't care about legacy. My family never cared about me. I don't care about them. My life is my own. Why do I need to even think about legacy? Well, here's the thing I have to say to you. The thing you need to know is this. You are leaving a legacy whether you want to or not. That's true. Everybody in this room is going to leave a legacy. The question is, are you going to be intentional about the legacy you're leaving? Are you actually going to be intentional, or are you just going to let anything be passed down, anything be given to others on your behalf? Don't let it be so. It's like this past weekend, I went out to go preach, And when I went to go preach, I went into a city and I rented a car. When I went to the rental car, they said, go downstairs in the garage, you grab any car. When I went down there were only 2 cars. There was one car that looked like it wouldn't make it past one day, and then there was another car. So I went to this car, but when I got into the car smelled like cigarette smoke. And so I took off with the car because, I'm just like, hey, let me get out of here. And so I'm driving the car for a couple of days. When I bring the car back, drop off the keys, they say, hey, you have any problems with the car? I said, no problem with the car. They said, all right, cool. I leave. And they said, I looked up on my email and they billed me $350. How you gonna charge me? I've never smoked a day in my life. They said, sorry, sir, you brought the car back smelling like cigarettes. I said, no, I didn't bring the car back smelling like cigarettes. Y'all brought me a car that smelled like cigarettes. They said, no, all we know is that you brought us a car with cigarettes, so you have to pay the price. Can I tell you something? That is a picture of many of our lives. Some of us live a life that stunk so bad. And many of you are paying a price for a life that you didn't live, but somebody lived before you, and they handed you down a name or a life that stunk so bad that now you got to pay forever for it. And I'm here to let you know, stop giving people this dirty, nasty, stinky life. Why don't you build a legacy so when somebody gets into the car of your life, they want to say thank you instead of, I can't believe what you did to me. Everybody here has struggled with an addiction that's not yours. It was an addiction that your family didn't deal with. It was an addiction that your father just overlooked until it got passed down to you. And now you're struggling with this addiction. But truthfully, if you track the addiction, your father had it, and your grandfather had it, and your great-grandmother had it, and your whole family had it. And because they didn't deal with it, because they weren't thinking legacy, now you're driving in a car that you got to pay for. And God is saying, the buck stops here. That this is it. I put you in the earth because you're about to stop some stuff. I know people who went to go buy a house. When they went to go buy a house, they saw their credit report, and the credit score was so jacked up. And when they saw the report, they realized that mama had gave out their social security number to the whole family. And everybody done rented stuff and didn't pay back, and everybody had electric bills and cell phones that don't even exist no more. Why? Because somebody didn't care about legacy, and they handed you a bill, and now you can't walk in Canaan, not because of your issues, but because of issues that were passed down. God forbid you are sitting in this place saying, I don't care about legacy. You need to care about it, because somebody's got to live in the life you have. You are passing something down whether you want to or not.
Or not.
Why are you the only one who knows how to make that apple pie everybody loves? Why are you the only one who knows how? So you mean tell me, can't nobody else make that sweet potato pie recipe but you? So you're going to just die, and you're not going to tell nobody what the secret was? Even Colonel Sanders left his secret. Now, come on now. Even Colonel Sanders said, y'all make some good chicken, but when I'm gone, y'all going to keep making it. What I'm saying to you is, why is it that you're the only one? So you own all this real estate and you didn't share that with nobody? You're not going to tell nobody how to do that? Yeah. You're the only successful marriage in your family. You're not going to tell nobody. You're gonna hoard this information so you can be the only one who wins. You have lost. You have lost. You have lost. And I'm telling you that you are going to have to look at your life and recognize that everything you are doing right now is having major and great impact. If you're going to leave a legacy, you're going to have to remember how you started, but focus on how you finished. I don't want you to forget how you started. I don't want you to forget that father wasn't there. I don't want you to forget some of the conditions that you were raised in. I don't want you to forget some of the rejection, some of the pain. No, I want you to remember how you started, but do not for 1 second let it dictate how you're going to finish. There's somebody in this room saying, Pastor, I don't understand. I hear you, but this sermon got me all messed up. I was feeling good. And then you done preached this sermon, and now I'm thinking about the 60 years of my life I've wasted. I'm thinking about the 60 years of hurt I caused. I'm thinking about the 60 years of stuff I did. I got some college student who's sitting here saying, Pastor, I wish I heard this word in my junior year in high school. I wish I heard this word in my sophomore year in high school, because I did some stuff as a sophomore that I'm still paying for now. I did some stuff as a senior that I'm still paying for now. Can I tell you something? Your yesterday may have been jacked up, but God knows how to take the old and make it new. came to preach to somebody today and let you know your first 60 years was jacked up, but your next 60 days, God says, I will turn it into such impact. I will give it such greatness that you won't even remember some of the stuff that you jacked up. Legacy is built now, but experienced later. If you are going to leave a legacy, you got to start building now. I'm talking to college students, okay? Don't wait. Oh, when I graduate in 4 years, I'm just gonna live it up. And then when I graduate, I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna get serious about my life. Can I tell you something? I know 40-year-olds who are living under the consequence of things they did from 18 to 22. And they thought that when they left school, that they left the issue, not realizing that the issue followed them all the way into their adulthood. I'm telling you that right now you are a builder. Right now, you have to start building your life. Now, you got to start building credit. Now, you got to start building your finances. Now, you got to think like a farmer. A farmer thinks sowing. I'm sowing seeds, realizing that I'm not going to reap this until later. Your last name is bigger than your first name.
Well,
I don't care how you got your name, but you need to be living for your last name. Your first name is about you, but your last name is about us.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.
Alrighty then.
Old candidate calls
That's pretty
turning
good.
into hot hiring leads. Then
That
you
was
need Indeed
actually
because
pretty
Indeed's
good. Your
powerful
last
hiring
name's
platform
about us,
makes it easy to
but your
attract,
first name's
screen,
about
and
you.
interview candidates
Okay,
all
I can
from
live with
one
that.
place.
I
Find
can
your
live- I
next
got
great
no
hire
problem with
visiting
that at all.
Indeed.com/credit.
That's good.
A much
Good
different
stuff.
forecast for this week. It will be cooler and there is plenty of opportunity for showers.
My
and
last name ain't even good on the
Talking
check.
Today highs upper 70s, so still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers
Woo!
throughout the morning into the afternoon, early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible.
It's a great day to be alive.
50 we dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. It won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly there. That's your first look.
Oh, yeah.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route.
Oh!
Here as well. Keep listening. We will keep you posted. Hey, you. Is that car you're driving paid for? You need a loan on it? Credit less than
Can turn a gray sky blue. I can make it rain when I want to. And I can build a castle on my single princess.
This is Major Delay.
Why are you driving around town on those old ball tires? Do you like living dangerously? Say no to old, bald, and dangerous. For all your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
Now that we're getting back to normal, let's get our kids the academic
What is
support
normal?
they need too. Whether you can tutor, mentor, or just have a little time to serve in your community, GetReadySet.org can match you up with a student in your community that suits your talents and time.
Get more information about Ready, Set, and Project Shine on our website, newsradio1440.com.
Do you need cash? How about an equity loan on your home, mobile home, land, or even automobile? Mortgage Corporation of the South. We've been serving Central Alabama for well over 25 years, and we've helped folks cash in on the equity in their homes, mobile homes, land, and automobiles. The cash can be used for anything you want, and the great thing, your credit does not have to be
The
perfect
best
in order
that
to
you
get
can
credit. That's right.
do
If you've had a
is
prior bankruptcy or slow payment, if you have equity in your home, that is your equity. You built it up, you paid for it, and it's yours. You can get it. So get the cash you need, use the money for whatever you want. Now, let's shift gears for a second. If you have perfect credit, we have some of the lowest rates that you'll find anywhere for refinances and home purchases. And the best thing, we offer 1 hour loan approval. That's right, 1 hour loan approval. Call us at 567-9000, 567-9000, or ncsloans.com.
All right, I'll be back. Don't y'all go no place. The best that you can do is
Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. They're
Care urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including a PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMensHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. MontgomeryMensHealth.com.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. Please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
America's military keeps us safe, a force for freedom and good in the world, while helping support more than 200,000 Alabama jobs here at home. So why does career politician Mo Brooks repeatedly vote against bills funding our military? Mo voted with Nancy Pelosi and against every single Alabama Republican to cut off funding to fight ISIS terrorists. Mo even voted to cut off funding for fighting the Taliban. And we've seen what the Afghanistan debacle gave us, our enemies emboldened. We need leaders who will vote for a strong military to protect America and support 200,000 good jobs here in Alabama. That's not Mo Brooks. Mo voted with the Democrats and against America's military, putting America's security and Alabama jobs at risk. Vote no on Mo Brooks. Alabama's Future Paid For is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Alabama'sFuturePac.com.
Good. This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli. Jeff, why are we making a commercial at 6 in the morning?
Jeff Baranko here with Chappie's Deli. Mike, what better way to let everyone know we open at 6 a.m.?
But that doesn't mean we have to record the commercial at 6 a.m.
Mike, it's the real deal this early.
Oh, great. So can I get a cup of coffee?
Sounds like you need a cup of Chappie's Deli Bold Coffee.
This coffee is good. Can I order a Western omelet or a Healthy Heart Smart omelet this early in the morning?
Of course. And here's another cup of Chappie's Deli.
G.I. Gritson, G.I. Greedy.
Scramble or a steak, egg, and cheese.
All right, time to go back to work.
At 6 a.m.
Maybe I'll try a golden waffle and bring Diane a fresh baked muffin and the grandkids an M&M pancake.
I think Chappie's Deli Bold Coffee is just kicked in.
Folks, come start your morning at 6 a.m. at Chappie's Deli, Berry Hill Road, Pepper Tree, Baptist South, Prattville, and Auburn.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Do what's right. Do justice.
Once in your life, you find someone who turns your heart around, and next thing you know, you're cruising down the town.
And you know what time it is. It is time for the lessons of life. These are all the things you learn by just living. I mean, you can watch people run the 2-mile race and you can think you can do it and you think you know how it feels, but you've never done it. So you don't know how it feels and you don't know how to do it. You've never done it. But there are certain things you only learn by doing and by getting some time under your belt. So in the military, we call it time in grade and time in service. Out here, we call it TIL, time in life. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why if you're young, y'all listen to older people. I'm telling you. I wish I had some older people listen to when I was coming up. Anyway, lessons of life. But first, the word of the day. Now, this is my attempt to make you a wordsmith like me. Okay, I want to extend your vocabulary so you can tell a fool that he's a fool and make him say it again. All right. So again, now word of the day. Now this word, you may know some people, that might identify with this word. It is an adjective Now, not that I know what an adjective is, but that's what the English people say, that it's an adjective. Okay. I mean, I know what a noun is. I got the noun thing all broke down. The adjective, I'm not too great on, but they say this is an adjective. So at least I can pronounce the word. The word means not having or showing an ability to absorb ideas or reality. Okay, one more time. The word means not having or showing an ability to absorb ideas or reality. Okay, however I pronounce ideas, you know what I'm saying. Okay, that's just, I'm a northerner. That's right, idea. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So what is the word? What is the word that's an adjective that means not having or showing the ability to absorb ideas and reality? Okay, it's a simple word. Some of you may can identify with this word. Anyway, it means stupid. Just thought I'd tell you that. Stupid. There are some people who are stupid. They can't help it. It's just part of their nature. And I don't know if stupid is being good or bad, or maybe just a state in life, you know. But yeah, stupid. Not having the ability to observe ideas or reality. Stupid. But here's one. And this is a quote by George Washington Carver. And when I read this, I said, wow, this is so true. How far you go in life depends on some things. It depends on you being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong. Because someday in your life, you will have been almost all of these. The only one right here you may not be is a little rich, but rich people need some compassion too. They, you know, sometimes they don't know when they're doing things, and sometimes you just got to give them some understanding. Okay, I got rich friends. Now nobody's wrote me a check yet and said, "Hey, I got too much money. I'm gonna give you some." I don't have it down. They haven't done that yet. But when they do, I'm gonna say thank you. Anyway, okay. Again, how far you go in life depends on you being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and the strong. Because someday, if you look back, you will find that you have been most of these. And somebody had to be concerned about you. Good morning to you. All right. That's the word of the day, stupid. 1793, on this day, the French Revolutionary Wars, France declared war on Spain. In 1850, in a 3-hour speech for the U.S. Senate, Daniel Webster of Massachusetts endorsed the Compromise of 1850 as a means of preserving the Union. In 1911, President William Howard Taft ordered 20,000 troops to patrol the U.S.-Mexican border in response to the Mexican Revolution. I think they're still having that revolution down there. In 1912, Norwegian explorer Ronald Amundsen, close to it, arrived at Hobart, Australia, where he dispatched telegrams and announcing his success in leading the first expedition to the South Pole the previous December. In 1926, the first successful transatlantic radio telephone conversations took place between New York and London. In 1945, during the Second World War, U.S. forces crossed the Rhine at Remagen, Germany, using the damaged but still usable Ludendorff Bridge. 1955, the first TV production of the musical Peter Pan, starring Mary Martin, aired on NBC. In 1965, a march by civil rights demonstrators were violently broken up at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, by state troopers and a sheriff posse who was a Democrat, all of them, in what became known as the Bloody Sunday. So, okay, I want you to always remember, it was people of the Democratic Party that did that led those cities. I just want you to know that. So while we're running down there like Democrats care something about you, I just want you to remember, those were the ones that put the dogs on you and all that stuff. Okay, I'm just saying. You might want to know that when next time you go vote. I'm just saying. Anyway, I got to take a break. We'll be back Uno momento, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 momento.
On News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening.
Here's what's happening.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office is conducting a homicide investigation after finding a body south of Salem.
It's the best that you can do. It's fun.
Now to news from inside our legislature, Alabamians could soon have the chance to vote on a statewide lottery. Legislation introduced last week would expand, regulate, and tax casino-style gambling and sports betting. The bill would create a commission to oversee gambling, along with an official state lottery. Now to news for Costco members, your membership might be going up this year. Costco's chief financial officer says a membership price increase will happen at some point, but when and how much is still in the air. The last time the membership price went up for Costco was in 2017. I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. These are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery. A cumulative.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The war in Ukraine is now 2 weeks and a half old, and President Zelensky is warning Russia is renewing an assault on his country's major cities. We begin with correspondent Chris Livesay in Venezia, where Russian forces have destroyed a civilian airport.
In the Kyiv suburb of Irpin, people dash for their lives as Russian shells rain down. Families clutching their children, their belongings, their pets, making a desperate escape.
More than 1.5 million Ukrainians have fled their country, where many were trying to survive in homes without heat or running water and low food supplies. This woman made it to Poland.
It's terrible, but we are so happy we are here.
Correspondent Steve Futterman is in Medica.
After a pair of ceasefire proposals fell apart this weekend, today Russia proposed another. It would allow people to leave a number of cities under attack, including the capital, Kyiv, but it's already being rejected by Ukraine officials who call it immoral. There is a very big catch. The humanitarian corridor route would move people not towards the places where refugees have been going, like here in Poland, Moldova, or Romania, but rather towards Russia and Belarus.
This is the sound of pain at the pump. Gas prices have topped $4 a gallon for the first time since 2008. This driver in Seattle is trying to make ends meet.
It's either get dinner for the week or get gas, because at this point you can't do both.
Experts expect prices to go even higher. The cost of cereal and bread could follow. The global death toll from COVID now tops 6 million. Virologist Paul Dupre at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center tells CBS's 60 Minutes he expects infections will continue to fall.
We're moving in the direction where there are not as many people who are in hospital because of the disease, and we've got many more people vaccinated.
Massive wildfires have forced at least 1,100 families from their homes in the Florida Panhandle. Bay County Emergency Services Chief Brad Monroe.
It's hard to comprehend just how big, strong, and fierce this fire is.
Both fires are being fueled by dry conditions and high winds. The Batman has scored the best movie opening of the year so far. The movie, starring Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, grossed $128 million in North America, second best film debut of the pandemic overall, behind Spider-Man: No Way Home. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 40 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using my money or credit and taught thousands to do the same. Today, even in a virtual environment, we buy nice houses in nice neighborhoods using no banks, realtors, contractors, or other costly entanglements, and build huge cash flow and wealth without the hassle of tenants, all without credit, little or no money. You don't need a license or experience, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Text FREE to 99799 and I'll send you my free training. I promise I'll change the way you think about real estate and open the door to a new lifestyle that doesn't involve risk or rehabs and can quickly replace your current income. Text free to 99799 and let me show you how to take your life back and build cash flow and wealth from your home. That's free to 99799. Again, text free to 99799.
Another credit card company responds to the war in Ukraine.
American Express says it's suspending its operations in Russia and Belarus over what it says is Moscow's unjustified attack on Ukraine, becoming the latest financial services blow to Russia over its invasion. American Express says its cards will no longer work at merchants or ATMs in the country. In addition to blocking usage of globally issued Amex cards in Russia, cards issued locally in Russia by Russian banks will also no longer work outside of the country on the American Express global network. The move follows card payment titans Visa and MasterCard announcing similar plans. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Thanks along to one Russian vodka, the name, anyway.
Soda, please.
Russia is rebranding Stolichnaya amid international backlash over the war in Ukraine. The brand's founder cites his vehement opposition, that is, to Vladimir Putin's regime. Says he wants to focus on its Latvian roots. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Lewis at the Capital Horse tomorrow over here on that beautiful Alabama River. Let's jump right to the river news. If you got a boat that you need to get in the river, you better get it cleaned up. Call Marcia and tell her to reserve your spot in the marina, because it won't be long. We'll be filling the marina up. Also, if you'd like to rent you a pontoon boat, come down here with your driver's license and credit card. You'll be set to go. Don't forget the RV park's open down here. Talk about good times on the river. Debbie Bond and her band will be down here Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Check it out, CapitalOysterBar.com. Get down here soon and come on home.
When it comes to working on the land, springtime is go time. From mowing and mulching to planting and hauling, be ready to tackle any job with quality John Deere equipment from SunSouth. We'll help you find the right equipment to meet your needs. And right now, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on select John Deere 1 through 5 series tractors. So why wait another season to do more and save more? For quality John Deere equipment, come see us at SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health.
That you can do
it for love. Even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked, or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing.
I can't believe how expensive
Gas has gotten recently.
prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use
Sorry about that.
time for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank.
The best
Just
that
15
you
cents a
can
gallon on your
do.
first fill-up. You can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code TIME for up to 50
I don't know why they don't fix this thing, but okay.
65th Annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of pro rodeo cowboys and bucking stock to Montgomery for this NFR Playoff Series. The weekend features children's events and world-class entertainment, fun for the whole family on our new performance styles. Now, Friday through Sunday, ticket deals for active military and first responders, and the Sunday Fun Day Family 4-Pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at SLErodeo.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less
but people are happier with it. That sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare. Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Telling it like it really is. That's the fact, Jack. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Once in your life, you find someone who turns your heart around. And next thing you know, you're cruising down the town. Wake up and it's morning.
And good morning, everybody. Good morning, and good morning again. Okay. Now I know I'm going to catch the Dickens for this conversation this morning, but somebody's got to have it. So might as well be me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody's got to have this conversation. Might as well be me, since I'm kind of like Kelvin Lawrence and the Chris Sales. Okay, I represent you, but I don't really do what you want me to do. It's not enough for you to make a difference. In that little part of Montgomery that I got. I ain't mad at him. He didn't come up with the lines. They came up with the lines. But here lies the question. I'm coming down the street yesterday. They got all the streets blocked off and all that stuff, because Kamala Harris was in town one more time. Like I could care less. But herein lies the $54,000 question. Now I'm a black man. I've been black a long time. And my mother from Mississippi, daddy from Georgia. Didn't really know dad, but I know he's from Georgia. Mama from Jackson, Mississippi. One of those places that Martin Luther King made infamous in his "I Have a Dream" speech. Did you know on the "I Have a Dream" speech, that was never part of the speech that he wrote? I just thought I'd let you know. So anyway, he called it sweltering down there, and anyway, it was a bad place. My mother used to tell me about some of the things they did, but bearing that in mind, I am convinced that the whole issue, and I know somebody's going to say, well, there you go again. Well, listen, I'm not the one that keeps bringing this up. Okay? Society keeps bringing this up, not me. Okay? I can't go a day without hearing something about black and white. I can't hear. Yesterday was all about the Selma March 57 years ago. Let me ask this one question. Has there ever been a significant announcement at any of in the last 30 years, has there been any significant announcement come out of people coming down to Selma who actually didn't leave anything in Selma but trash? Okay, they bought the apartment. They stayed in Montgomery, and they drove down to Selma just to walk across the bridge so they get a photo op. Now, here's my, and I know, Malcolm X was, I remember Malcolm X, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him, because Malcolm said something about Kennedy. And Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't want him to say anything about Kennedy because the people wasn't ready for that. And I got you. I'm with that part. And so people say, well, it's too, don't go there. But I got to go there. I just got to go there because I don't know what the purpose of it is anymore. What's the purpose? Okay, it's bridge crossing. It's bridge crossing every day, and the people who are supposed to be helped by all of this rigmarole are the ones who get screwed, glued, and tattooed. Has there been and significant in 30 years going down there? Has there been, and I've been down there, has there been any significant improvement to Selma, Alabama? Has there been any? It's so bad down there until now they had to reconstitute Hank Sanders at 80 years old to come back to the Senate and try to do what? I don't know. At 80 years old, it's time to go home. Okay? Do they not believe in leadership down there and new things? So I'm just saying, what's the purpose? I mean, what is the purpose except for photo ops? Okay, after 31 years of living in the South, listening to the promises every year at the bridge, and like it or not, this is the impression that it has made on me. Okay, they come here, Air Force 2 lands at Maxwell Air Force Base. Oh man, it's a great time for all. We're looking good. We're in the national spotlight. We go to that chapel, Brown Chapel Church down there, kind of Montgomery, and unfortunately, at the end of the day, like starting today, Selma's back to being what it always has been for a long time, a city in need of economic revival. So has there ever been a significant announcement at these bridge crossings? I mean, has there ever been? Did anybody say we're going to build a Marriott hotel here? No. So all Selma gets out of this is a bunch of people leaving trash in their area and people coming back to Montgomery to spend the night on their way out of town. So I'm just asking the question, what's it all about? And again, like I said earlier, that is a town where a bunch of Democrats put dogs, the Democrat leadership put dogs on people and oppress people. That was Democrats, wasn't Republicans. I mean, I'm just wondering why they're tethering to that. Okay. So they come here, show up in their big cars, go down to the edge of the bridge, walk across, act like they've been walking 3 days. Okay. Now, here's what I like to see. I like to see people come to town 2 days, 3 days before it and walk to Montgomery from that Edmonds Pettus Bridge. Because there'll be some economic activity in that. Because somebody got to eat along the way. Somebody got to drink along the way. Take some porta-tolas with us. I mean, let's do the walk. But just going down there, parking on the other side of the bridge, walking across the bridge, getting in your car and leaving, that doesn't do Selma any good whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it's sort of insulting to the people who walked all the way from Selma to Montgomery. It's kind of insulting to them. But that's okay. That's just me. Okay? So here's my observation. America does have a past. Hopefully it's got a future. I don't know. Some days you wonder about it or not. But am I the only person that believes that the issue of race has too much power attached to it to ever go away? And that, well, I think it's been proven. Okay, it's got too much money involved in it. There's too much manipulation going on with regular people. So, honest to God, does it, Now, I'm going to say something here that I know that, but if I am wrong, feel free to give us a call, 860-1440. I'll go to the phones in a minute. If I am wrong, feel free to call me and tell me that I'm wrong, because I can handle it. But you know why I think racism has money attached to it in this place down here? Okay, I believe why the issue is still prevalent is because many whites in America are too scared to stand up to the handle of racists. See, all you have to do is call somebody a racist and they back down like a roach when the light comes on. See? Now, I believe that people should fight if they've been wrong. Okay? I know lots of white folks who are not racist. Bunch of them. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you do too. But every time, and black folks use that word with impunity. Remember, that was one of my words last week. Impunity means without fear of retribution. We use it. If we don't get our way, it's because you're racist. And then, my Lord, the white guy just closed up the shop, put boards on the window, and he gone. Because nobody wants to be called a racist. So every year, we get reminded of the past. But it doesn't seem to have helped the future of Selma. Every year we go down there and talk about what happened 57 years ago. But we haven't really done much for those people down there. And we had a lot of black representation down there. So I'm just saying, maybe it's time that we let go of the labeling. Disagreement is not racism. It isn't. I know what racism looks like. I've been a victim of some of it. But you know what? So what? You move on. You drive on. Because there are some people who don't like you because you're short. There are some people who don't like you because you're fat. There are some people who don't like you because you're tall. Some don't like you because you're skinny. If we want to eradicate the world of people who don't like you for one reason or another, Jesus would come before that happens. Okay? It's not going to happen. So anyway, now, if you disagree with me, 860-1440, because there's too much power in the word racism for anybody to surrender it. Okay? Can we put, the N word? See, here's what we did. We've tried to retire the N word. However, we accept it if rappers put it out, we accept that word then. But other than that, nobody else can say the N word. Okay? Here's a thought. Can we retire the word racist? Since we use it improperly anyway, so can we retire that word and let's talk about solutions. So let's take the word racism, let's retire those words and let's talk about solution to the problems. Okay? So rather than call somebody a racist, why don't we say, do you have a solution to this problem? Okay. And again, Selma today is back to where it was Saturday or the other day, this time last week. No real economic development. No real future that we see except to exist. I'm just saying, y'all might want to think about retiring that word racism and racist, okay? All we're doing is pushing people. and the mayor's got something in mind that I think is going to not fare well in the city of Montgomery. But the mayor's got something in mind. I read it in the paper yesterday, and I tell you, we rather than taking 2 steps forward, we seem to be taking 2 steps backwards. Okay, but we'll talk about what the mayor got planned for you pretty soon here. I tell you, again, we can't get ahead for staying in the back. Let's go to the phone right quick. Come on, who's this? Look here, man. If you ever use any world language like that, no. If you ever use that language again, I'm going to ban you. No. You need to apologize to my audience. Wait a minute. I'm serious. You need to apologize to this audience for that word you used last week. Else I ain't going to let you on. You know what you said last week? You know what you said. I don't have to remind you. What you said, what Trump said. You know what you said. No, I'm not on the station he was on, and he said it in the confines of a locker room where we say all kinds of things in a locker room, but we don't say it on the airways. Okay, that don't mean you had to use it. Go. I didn't say forget about it. I didn't say forget about it. I say move on. I didn't say forget about it. A long time ago. Those are individuals. Those were individuals. Those were individuals. Because those were individuals, not a government sanction. So what? So what? So what? So what? So what? Oh. I got the hell beat out of me. Wait a minute. I got the hell beat out of me by police on a dark highway in North Carolina. Brother, we don't vote. We don't vote. We don't. And what? They're probably learning it from black folks. Wait. So, well, let me ask something then. Wait a minute. The entertainment that I got you. The entertainment that we had. Let me get it. Wait a minute. We are talking about but I never said that. Where's race? Where? Show me where. Where? Where? You know what? Again, let me ask something. So go to another restaurant. Go to another restaurant. They do it to me too. But the way I didn't either, but it happens. But the way, yeah, I hear it. Well, listen, they got people who rob people clean cut. Do you believe that the environment in today, people don't know who people are? They don't know who people are. Yeah. All right. Well, that is such a convenient. Wait a minute. That is a convenient. I got you. I can only handle so much of that. That's a convenient excuse not to move on. Hey, appreciate it. I gotta go. I can only take so much whining in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Oh, okay. I'm talking about then. I'm talking about then because that's what they're celebrating down there. Is what happened then. Yeah. Mm. Right, but the issue here is this: was it or was it not Democrats who put those dogs, and the leadership of the Democratic Party hurt black folks tremendously back in those days? Was that? Is that okay? Then I'm talking about then. I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about then. And what? It was Democrats who did it. Well, let me ask you something. Why is it that most cities in America that are fraught with crime and bad education systems are ran by Democrats? Now. Are they still Democrats? No, we're talking about what's happening today. We're talking about what's happening today. Okay. 57 years is long enough to whine. Yeah. Okay. And Jim Crow, we still vote for the same party that brought about Jim Crow, which was the Democratic Party. Okay. 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 Why isn't Selma any better off than it has? Why is Selma seem to be going downward rather than upward with all these people showing up down there every year talking about the bridge marching? Well, I mean the bridge. Why are they no better off? Why not? Why not? Why not? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Don't they have representatives? Don't they have representatives in the state senate as well as state representatives? Okay. Anyway, hey, your phone go, but I gotta take a break. We'll be back. This is why we don't go no place, because we still holding on to the past. We're giving credit for the past rather than what people are doing now. We'll be back.
There are different options depending on your situation and needs. With Rocket Mortgage, you can see how different down payments, monthly payments, and closing costs will impact your loan and your budget. When you need a lender who works for you, Rocket can.
A much different forecast for this week. It will be cool, and there is plenty of opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here. We're talking today highs upper 70s, so still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning, into the afternoon and early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible with high wind gusts. For tonight, we're down to around 50. We dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. It won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly there.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. 65 southbound just before the Cusada exit. Got an accident reported by the authorities, so please use caution. This is causing some backup on 65 southbound coming out of Prattville. So be prepared for this. 65 southbound there at the 143 interchange coming out of Millbrook. We've got problems there on that on-ramp. Get ready for spring at Midtown Plaza. Shop Z Threading, Ross Dress for Less, Dollar Tree, and more. Midtown Plaza and Street off of I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
How many miles have you driven past your scheduled auto service checkup? A few hundred or a few thousand? Call Chico's Auto Pros today to schedule a quick service at our Atlanta Highway location.
Hi, I'm Dave Kias, host of Barbecue Radio Nation, along with my co-host, barbecue expert Dan Hathaway.
Every week, we will be giving you the best tips on how you can grill and smoke your favorite meats, vegetables, and even desserts.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, our show is designed to help you become a better backyard barbecuer.
And from my years on the competition circuit, I will show you how you can be the envy of your neighborhood.
Be sure to tune in for Barbecue and Fun, Saturdays at 6 p.m.
right here on News Radio 1440.
The City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earning Concrete Technologies. For years, you've heard me talking about our concrete projects, from stamped and patterned concrete to foundations for commercial manufacturing, driveways to commercial parking lots, even heavily invested in polished concrete for durable and inexpensive long-term service. What you may not know is we have equipment for clearing lots for construction, clearing and ridding land of scrub and underbrush. We cut roads, clear fence lines, clear pond dams, and pretty much any application where land is overgrown. We have mulchers that can grind underbrush into shreds and return it to nature for compost. Our equipment is minimally invasive, not disturbing and upturning your property where additional grading might be necessary. To clear your property, call Penny Earn at 334-284-9292 and let us transform your overgrown property into a manageable and productive one. Check us out on Facebook at Transformers or call 334-284-9292.
$49 down delivered. Hey, Montgomery, Prattville, and surrounding areas. Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales. That's right, $49 down delivered. With over 300 units available now. And Budget has prices starting at $6,900. Many units with less than 10,000 miles. Compact, mid-size, full-size luxury, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, all makes, all models, all on sale now, starting at $49 down delivered. Lenders on site for instant approval. Loans through local credit unions and national lenders, backed by Capital One. Rates from 2.38% APR and up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book on your trade. Prices from $6,900. I solve situations, down payment, trade value, or financing. Oh see me, Matt Parsley, or see one of my solutionaries at Budget Car and Truck Sales, 61 Mendale Parkway next to Fraser Church, or 508 McQueen Smith Road across from Walmart. Visit us online at buybudgetonline.com. That's buybudgetonline.com.
Why?
Don't wait on one of those internet companies to hopefully call you back. You'll be disappointed even if they do. Just Lines and Travel is here to make sure and feel of the best American-made window treatments, including motorization and smart home options. Your guests will love them as much as you do. For over 35 years, Just Lines has been the trusted local source for quality, beauty, and customer satisfaction, serving Lake Martin, Auburn, and the River region.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Ready, fine. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
All righty then. Our numbers are 860-1440, talking about the bridge crossing. What has it done for Selma or America? The celebration for 57 years. I think initially, of course, it was meaningful. It meant something. But you know, I don't see that anymore. Because nothing comes from it good for Selma. Anyway, 860-1440, if you want to give us a call. Good morning, who's this? Yes. Of course it will. What is racism? Tell me what racism is. No. Tell me what is the definition of it according to the dictionary? Well, I'll tell you. The word racism in the dictionary means people who think they are superior because of their race. I don't. Okay. No, that's not true. Nah, that is not true. Okay. Mhm. Who said we don't want to learn about black? Who said we don't want to learn about black history? I didn't say that. I didn't say. I said, what is the purpose of the conversation? If the conversation just to whine about things we cannot undo, then it's a waste of time. But if it is to empower you to go forward, then that's a different story. Why do I didn't write that? No, I'm just giving my opinion on. Listen, we've had We've had some great black educators in the history of America. Some great ones. One of the foremost black educators in America was Benjamin Elijah Mays, who was first president of Morehouse, I believe. You know what? If we ever want to understand excellence, excellence starts with, first of all, getting an education and then writing your own book. Nobody's going to tell your story better than you. So why don't we have some bunch of black folks get together and write that history rather than whining about somebody who wrote their history? I think it ought to start at the first year of college, not in high school. Because we didn't get a chance to write the history. Now, but we have every opportunity. We didn't write it. No, we. Yeah. Well, let me ask something. Have white people done anything good? Okay. See you later. See you later. What a dumb question for me to ask. Anyway, let me see who this is. Good morning. Let me see if I did I not get the right? Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Kevin. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I was wondering if this morning what the brothers would talk about when they talk about insurrection, or when they talk about Selma, or they would talk about something that's pertinent to their lives, like gas being $4.29 a gallon in Tuskegee.
Oh, it's gonna go higher than that.
Yesterday,
It's gonna go higher than that.
yeah, and it's because the person that they put in office, I'm working put in office, but they won't talk about things that really affect their lives. I was at the gas pump the other day, and we bought a little car, small car, and I put 11 gallons at $41. And I think, wow, Then there was a young black girl on the other side of the pump who said, yeah, I had only $25 and all I could get was 5 gallons. I mean, she's only got about $25 to help her get to work this week, but she's only getting 5 gallons. But that's not going to be purchased for black people today. It's going to be Selma. It's going to be insurrection. I mean, it's going to affect
Well, but let me ask you, anybody? True, but let me answer. Whether we talk about the gas price, nobody's going to stop driving because gas going up. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, he did. He did.
Looking at their own self-interest, they would change a lot. And I remember a day, Selma was run by whites, and it was a nice city. You know they even had an airport base down there?
Well, I didn't know that when I got here. Went one down there. Yeah.
Selma used to be a pretty nice place to go.
Well, I think it still can be, and that's my problem. Is that although we don't. Well, again, they keep going down there every year talking about the bridge crossing. Don't do nothing for Selma. So.
Well, they did get back on the air this weekend because of the stuff in Ukraine,
Ukraine.
But they're not talking about their self-interest. They ought to be talking about gas and food prices and everything going up because of Joe Biden.
Yep.
They won't even know.
All right. First it was what was it? It was COVID. That's the reason why everything went up. Now gas going up. I still haven't figured out. I personally think we're being gouged, but I don't expect the governor to do much about that. But I think we're being gouged, all in the name of Ukraine. we get screwed all the time. But hey, y'all put that fool in the White House that turned down our pipeline.
Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
A much different forecast for this week. It will be cooler and there is plenty of opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here. We're talking today highs upper 70s. So still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning into the afternoon and early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible with high wind gusts. For tonight, we're down to around 50. We dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. Won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly better.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident in Pine Level on Highway 31, southbound just before County Road 40. Keep your eyes open if you're heading in that direction. Otherwise, we're looking good. No other reasons for an alternate route. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Get ready for spring in Midtown Plaza. Shop Boost Mobile, GameStop, and more. Midtown Plaza and Street off of I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
How many miles have you driven past your scheduled auto service checkup? A few hundred or a few thousand? Call Chico's Auto Pros today to schedule a quick service at our Atlanta Highway location.
Oh man, I have another hangnail. You shouldn't pick at your toes. Daddy says you might cause ingrown toenails. Speaking of Daddy, it's time to remind people how important it is to see a podiatrist. Yeah, Shannon, our dad, Dr. Brian Kelly, treats things like tendonitis and onions. If a person is diabetic, it's important to have a by a podiatrist. Call today for an appointment at 265-7585. Happy feet are here.
Or ask for the expertise of podiatrists performing such services. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kelly, and as a podiatrist, podiatrist, it is my job to identify small problems in your feet and help prevent them from becoming big problems. New government regulations allow for an annual diabetic foot exam to cut down on the number of amputations and control the cost of health care. So call me, Dr. Brian Killy, at 265-7585. That's 265-7585. Locations in Montgomery and Greenville. Follow us on Facebook at Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of doctors performing such
What
services.
has created a dangerous presence at our border. Now, illegal immigrants are flooding into our country in record numbers, and they're bringing violent crime and deadly drugs with them. Conservative Katie Britt is running for the U.S. Senate to secure our border and protect Alabama families. Here's Katie Britt.
Joe Biden promised amnesty and free health care to illegal immigrants. And that's exactly why border crossings are now at an all-time high. We need to send fighters to Washington who are dead serious about border security. Here's where I stand. Let's finish President Trump's wall, ban sanctuary cities, crack down on the drug cartels. And here's a novel concept: put American families first for a change. As Alabama's
Amen.
I will fight back against the Biden liberals and never back down.
Katie Britt is tough on illegal immigration, and she's ready to fight for stronger borders.
I'm Katie Britt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Britt for Alabama.
Saddle up for the 65th annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of pro rodeo cowboys and bucking stock in Montgomery for this NFR playoff series. The weekend features children's events and world-class entertainment, fun for the whole family on our new performance styles. Now, Friday through Sunday, ticket deals for active military and first responders, and the Sunday Fun Day Family 4-Pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at SLErodeo.com.
Mike Durant, Blackhawk pilot, POW survivor. Mike Durant, fearless patriot, courage in combat. Mike Durant, job creator, family man, American hero. Mike Durant is a fighter, a leader, the conservative outsider Alabama needs in the United States South. Mike's not afraid to stand up to the woke mob in Washington. He won't be bullied by radicals.
That's right.
Giving our country away. Mike Durant will defend our borders, secure our elections, and stop the runaway spending from the left. He'll take on the corrupt establishment. He'll never forget why he's there. Alabama conservative, American hero. Mike Durant, or the United States Senate. Paid for by Alabama Patriots PAC, authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.alabamapatriotspac.com. Alabama Patriots PAC is responsible for the content of this episode.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, now I'm going to get back to the program as soon as I inform you guys of an interesting thing here. You know, as you get older, things happen to your body. Things don't work the way they used to work. You ever heard of low T? Well, you may have low T. Did you know that having your testosterone checked should be a part of your annual routine in Men's Health? Now, I didn't know that until I talked to the people at Montgomery's Men's Health. A lot of the guys suffer from low T and didn't even realize it. But low T affects quality of life big time. Your quality of life doesn't have to decrease due to low T. T stands for testosterone, of course. If any of this sounds familiar to you, you feel sluggish, you feel run down, have a low libido, whatever that means, you don't even feel like you used to. It could be low T. Low T treatments can truly change your life. Most men experience higher energy, better gains in the gym, a better mental clarity, improved sleep patterns, a faster metabolism. That's right. And you can even notice an increase in your libido. It's only $99 for a testosterone and PSA test, and in a number of minutes, you will know your numbers. So contact Montgomery Men's Health. You can find it on the internet, MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com, and check them out. And as soon as I get this number, I'm going to give it to you. I promise you, I will. Low T, check it out, Montgomery Men's Health. I'll get that number in a minute. Okay, then, let's go back to phones here and talk to these folks here in a second. See who's been on the longest. Oh, man, that guy's been up there forever. Well, let me talk to him. Good morning. Yes, I hear you. No, no, no. That's the word. Wait. I want to square this away first, and I'll let you say. No, wait a minute. No. You're wrong. I'm not gonna. Let me say this, and then I'll let you finish. The word racism has been changed to mean discrimination. The word discrimination. Yes, it has been. Well, see, whose definition is right then? Oh. But whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, though? We could. And we keep no, we don't. No. We keep using the word racism rather than discrimination. Racism is when people think they're better than you because of their color. Oh, okay. Okay, we're not, but we're not the only, we're not the only minority. Hmm. All right, all right. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, we got all these schools. I mean, but all righty then. Let me see. What time is it right now? Okay, I got 2 minutes left. So let's. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you need to call. Well, I'll give you the number in a minute.
Got a half a bottle of tequila left. I think I'm suffering from low cream.
Well, you need to call 440-3663 and see what they can do for you. Yeah.
So if rich and powerful blacks that acquire wealth, are they racist towards poor blacks? If that's what the definition of racism is.
That is a perspective one could gather from that conclusion that the gentleman made. So then rich black folks, and we got plenty of them. Rich black folks then are racist too, I guess.
That's a part of our wealth. But anyway, are you surprised at the gas prices?
No, no, no.
All you had to do was listen to the political debates. President Biden said that he was going to go after oil. He was going to shut down pipeline. He was going after natural gas, going after the coal miners in Virginia. All that was laid out in the debate. So there shouldn't be any surprise.
Yeah.
He shut our pipeline down, but he told Russia to go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't never think I'd ever see a guy in the White House like this. I never thought it was possible. Now, if I was in the White House, I'd be really concerned. But now I'm really concerned that he's in there. Hey, I gotta go. You call me back. You come back next time because I'm running out. I ran out of time. So call me back. You get my permission. Anyway, we'll be back. Other thing, don't forget. Here's the number for Low T. $99 for the testosterone and PSA test. 440-3663. Change your quality of life. We'll be back.
Now, your WSFA 12 news update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is conducting a homicide investigation after finding a body south of Salem. Officials say they
The
found
best that you can do is fall in love.
Now the news from inside our legislature, Alabamians could soon have the chance to vote on a statewide lottery. Legislation introduced last week would expand, regulate, and tax casino-style gambling and sports betting. The bill would create a commission to oversee gambling, along with an official state lottery. Now to news for Costco members, your membership might be going up this year. Costco's chief financial officer says a membership price increase will happen at some point, but when and how much is still in the air. The last time the membership price went up for Costco was in 2017. I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. These are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez, an advisor to Ukraine's president, says people in more than 900 communities now have no electricity, water, or heat as Russia's bombardment continues. Our coverage begins with correspondent Chris Livesay, about 125 miles southwest of Kyiv in Vinnytsia.
The air raid sirens have been sounding here after 8 Russian missiles slammed into the airport. President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, calling once again for a no-fly zone over his country as Russian shelling continues to take its toll.
Ukrainian parliament member Lesia Vaslenko tells CBS Mornings Western allies need to do more.
This is everything to do with you. This is not between Russia and Ukraine. This is about, the very concept of human rights, sovereign states. Are these concepts just on paper for you, or do you really believe in them? If you really believe in them, then stand up and fight for them.
President Biden holds a video conference today with the leaders of France, Germany, and Britain. CBS's Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
The White House is reviewing options for an embargo on Russian oil. And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wrote to colleagues Sunday that a new bill would ban the import of Russian oil and energy products, which appears to have bipartisan support in both chambers of Congress.
Nissan has just announced it's suspending car exports to Russia and anticipates production will stop soon at its plant in St. Petersburg. The war hits home at the gas pump. The average price for a gallon of regular in the U.S. has topped $4 for the first time in more than a decade. Driver Nicole Stevens in Norfolk, Virginia.
It would take about almost $50 to fill up my car. Normally it takes me about $25 to fill my car. So that's actually taking about double of what I was paying before to fill up my car.
Bread and wheat prices could follow. The world has reached a new COVID milestone of at least 6 million deaths. Vanderbilt University Medical Center's Dr. William Schaffner says we're not in the clear yet.
There are substantial unvaccinated populations in the United States. While cases are diminishing, there could be still surges that are local. So we need to remain on the alert for those.
New York City drops its proof of vaccination requirement for gyms, theaters, and restaurants today. Moments of joy for Ukrainian families riding out the war in a bunker. A little girl singing Let It Go, theme song from the movie Frozen, to the delight of other children and grown-ups. The video is making the rounds on Twitter. S&P futures are down 16. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
This is important news. If you have unfiled tax returns, the IRS is shifting gears and ramping up investigations on non-filers this year. If you fail to file your tax returns for a year or more, or you owe back taxes, now's the time to call Optima Tax Relief before the IRS finds you. Optima is America's #1 most trusted tax resolution firm, specialized in helping individuals, families, and businesses get right with the IRS. They're experts in the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, a powerful new program that can make resolving tax issues easier. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, Optima's award-winning team has helped thousands of people protect their paychecks, bank accounts, homes, and businesses by putting their tax problems to rest, resolving over $1 billion in tax debts for their clients. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Lawmakers in California are trying to get rid of the only law in the country that lets voters veto public housing projects.
The law started in 1950 as a way to keep black families out of white neighborhoods. So far, the proposal has no formal opposition, but there's also no campaign to promote or explain it to voters. Still, most officials agree this law should be repealed, not just for its racist roots, but because the housing market is out of control. The average price for a single-family home right now in California is nearly $800,000. Lawmakers have till June 30th to decide whether to put this repeal effort on this year's ballot or wait till 2024. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
A Ukrainian bakery in Texas has raised $72,000 for Ukraine in just 3 days. The owner of Leica Cheesecakes is from Ukraine. Her family still lives there. She says that if she could, she'd go back and fight on the front lines. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hey, y'all, look, it's at the Capitol Horse tomorrow over here on that beautiful Alabama River. Let's jump right to the river news. If you got a boat that you need to get in the river, you better get it cleaned up. Call Marcia and tell her to reserve you a spot in the marina, because it won't be long. We'll be filling the marina up. Also, if you'd like to rent you a pontoon boat, come down here with your driver's license and credit card. You'll be set to go. Don't forget the RV park's open down here. Talking about good times on the river, Debbie Bond and her man will be down here Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Check it out at CapitolOysterBar.com. Get down here soon. Come on home.
It's time to clear the clearance center.
Any items below cost. Hey folks, this is Jody.
Hey, Cousin Wolf from American Ocean.
We have new inventory arriving, so everything must go.
Trunk,
Console,
nightstand,
chest,
dresser,
porcelain,
occasional chair,
coffee table,
end table,
island.
and bookcase. We don't have time to list them all here.
So go to our Facebook page, many more. Like we've been saying for almost 30 years.
You don't pay for fake money, so don't pay for fake wood. Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night?
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We'll take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. Then let you make the decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep Sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep's homegrown collection.
Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep. Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak Florida.
Got questions about your roof? Ripper Region Contracting has the answer. Google Ripper Region Contracting today or visit their website, ripperregioncontracting.com.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Bill Bradley to fix your home. So when it's time to replace your HVAC system, we'll come fix your home and give you a $300 instant rebate. This month, Bill Bradley Services is offering a $300 instant rebate on any HVAC system replacement. Call us today. Bill Bradley, the River Region's only certified room dealer.
Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home?
Certificate number 84449.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, so what are we doing with your hair today?
I need a trim, a new dishwasher, and a much-needed vacation. Do you see any grays?
Sounds like you need a personal loan. My friend just got a loan from Guardian Credit Union, and he used it to upgrade his kitchen appliances.
That's what I need to do.
Guardian has great rates and a friendly team that makes payments affordable.
Perfect. I guess stylists really can fix everything.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
Bill Bradley, would you please fix my house?
Might be a great reason to refinance, but when asked for an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year smart term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit loandepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity.
Bill Bradley, would you please fix my house?
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nah. Oh no, he's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I just had to get that off my chest today. You know, I realize people don't agree with me. You know, but now some of you may not realize this. Some of you may not realize that I actually am black. I've been black a long time, and but the whining and crying. You know, I was looking at some historical documentation the other day. Now, some people are not going to believe this. Some people are not going to believe this, but black folks are not the only people that ever been enslaved in the world. Okay, we're not. We're not the only people. Okay, I know people say, yeah, it's a different kind of slave. Well, hey, if I'm a slave, this really makes much difference what kind, how you define it. If I'm the slave, okay. Jewish people were in bondage. What, 400 years? I mean, you know, they ain't not whining every day. They figure how to help one another. They got a little money. They got a little power. We don't do that. We just whine about we didn't write the books. No, we did not. But there's nothing wrong with people writing their own book, writing their own story now. Tell your own story. 860-1440 is the number here. When you give us a call, love to talk to you. I got time to take one more call before I get out of this hour. Well, I don't have to get out of this hour, but you know what I mean. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. Should we have gotten rid of it? Wait a minute. Should we have gotten rid of it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. From Alabama wanted their clothes, they helped them move it over there to Mississippi. So why would two senators from Alabama want to get rid of, and who are the senators you're talking about? Who are they? Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know if Maxwell were actually ever in serious jeopardy of being moved, but I do know that Shelby and who's Mm-hmm. Now, isn't Smitherman a black man? No. Wait a minute. There's a Smitherman in the House of Representatives. I just said he's a senator or a House Representative named Smitherman. Okay. That's right. It was a white guy. That's right. Yeah. Smitherman. I remember him now. Yeah. Yeah. So let me get this right now. In the state of Alabama, one of the most powerful men politically for years have been Joe Reed. For years. Okay, head of the Democratic Conference, whatever they call it. We had John Knight, who was actually head of the Ways and Means Committee for a while, where all the money flows through. We had Obama for president for 8 years. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. No. So why do we keep coming down there every year then talking about the Selma to Montgomery March and nothing else happens? Okay. And the reason we wanted a right to vote so we would have a piece of the American dream. And voting was a way to get there. Sure we are, because even when we draw the district lines, it still doesn't help anybody except the politicians. The district lines are not for the people. The district lines are okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, I appreciated the education this morning. I do appreciate it. Some things I don't know all the history of Alabama. Good morning. Yes. I'm doing fine. Long time ago and now. Then and now. Then and now. Whosoever. Well, you're that good, Karen. Whosoever. Send them up black, white, Democrat, Republican. Whosoever. Hates his brother and his brother. Let's all keep that in mind forever. Forever. That don't make sense. White and black and yellow, long time ago and now. Whosoever. Yeah, tell me I don't skip on nobody, Kevin. Rich, white and black, well, whosoever. It's all people in mind ever, because what the impact of it is probably still going on today. So, whosoever. All right. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Wait. Hey, hold on a second. I gotta put you on hold for 1 second. Don't go any place. I'll be right back with you. Don't go any place now. We'll be right back with you. But right now, on the phone with us, all the way up there, it's the girls, I believe, all the way up from the mountaintop of Wetumpka, Mortgage Corporation of the South. Good morning. Got it all y'all together like the one big happy family. Okay. So what's going on? I am fine. You guys got your radios tuned on to this, the Montgomery's most magnificent talk show, right? Okay, good. All right. Well, let's talk away then.
there. We also offer cash out refinancing on VA, which you can get up to 100% of the value of your home cash out. And we also offer VA interest rate reduction loans, meaning take advantage of these low rates while you can. Rates are slowly starting to increase across the board, as they will with the inflation and everything else. Gotta start somewhere. But rates are going to slowly start increasing more than they already have. So you need to give us a call, whether you have a VA loan, FHA loan, or conventional loan. Give us a call. We can get you a low rate and lock you in. We offer 1 hour. That White House. And that's about it on my side and Elena's side. And then on the other side of things, I'll let Anne Marie take that away. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Well, I was just going to tell you a little bit about what I do up here. I actually deal with people that have low credit or less than perfect credit that can't go to that bank or that credit union to get a loan. We could do a home equity loan on your home if it's paid for or just about to be paid off. Get some home improvements done, get a new roof, all kinds of things on that end. And then we also do auto equity loans. That's a real popular thing that we do because we can actually pay off your title phone. If you've gone out and gotten a title phone and it's nothing but interest you're paying each month, we can definitely look at redoing that for you and get you back on track. And also, spring break's coming up. That's a big one right now this time of year with our auto equity loans. People that need a couple $1,000 to go down to the beach. But we do both of those here. And like I said, your credit does not have to be perfect. We work with all different types of credit. So that's what we do up here. We got 2 different departments. We kind of help everybody when you think about it.
Yes, you do. I've been up there to that fascinating place you guys have up there, and it's a great place, and you guys do help. So people, if your credit a little tarnished, okay, they can help me. So I know they can help you. All right, I'm just saying. Yes, ma'am. And so, should I tell them how to reach? We're good. Just go right. Yeah, just. So he must have told you that I got a problem with the MLS number. Okay. Thanks a lot. That's Mortgage Corp. All right, guys. Mortgage Corporation of the South, 567-9000, 567-9000. Take one more call, then I shall take a little breaky wakey. Good morning. Yes. Well, I didn't. No, no, I didn't. I didn't go. No. No, they're doing that someplace else. Mm. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I think a lot of things have changed. But for Selma, economically, for Selma, not a whole lot's been changing down there. I mean, not for good. Yeah.
What you can look at that has changed, the mayor and the governor is now black, right?
The mayor and the governor.
The government.
The city government. Yeah. Well.
Is run by black, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you know the school system is run by the blacks. You know they had a black superintendent that ran the White House. You know that?
But then again, you can give me an empty bucket and tell me it's mine. That doesn't put me any further up the economic chain.
Well, that's true, but that hasn't got anything to do with the property in China. But they run the schools, okay?
Mm.
And they also got a representative, Terry Sewell. I used to coach against her dad in basketball, Kevin. I beat him too.
Okay.
But so my question to you is, it's not the white people keeping them down, is it? It's not white people keeping them down in Selma. Back in the day of the march. Who's keeping them down now?
Well, of course, I can't speak for the folks in Selma. I just know going down there for 57 years is not. Yeah.
The crime in Selma is higher than 99.5% of all cities in the U.S. So the town bros are probably doing better, aren't they? The ones committing all the crime.
Wait a minute. Give me that statistic again. I got a hard time believing that.
Is higher than 99.5% of all cities in America.
In Selma?
Rate, assault, burglary, theft.
And can we contribute some of that to the non-existent economic prosperity?
I could contribute 99.5% of it to the criminals.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that are doing it for sure. But there's a dynamic. There's a dynamic here, especially doing crime.
Here's the economic dynamic. The criminals are stealing from the people that work hard and go out and do the right thing every day.
Send me you got a computer. Send me a link to that.
Well, it's on the city data crime.
I know. Just send me the link, man. Just send me the link. Okay.
What is it? Mayor Elkins at what?
At Gmail. Yeah.
I will.
All right.
Have a good day.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to believe that. Come on. All right, gotta take a break. We'll be back uno momento. Okay.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blind or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
A much different forecast for this week. It will be cooler and there is plenty of opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here. We're talking today highs upper 70s, so still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning into the afternoon and early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible with high wind gusts. For tonight, we're down to around 50. We dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. Won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly there. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. 65 southbound running slow on the River Bridge. 85 southbound backed up, slowing down as you approach Taylor. And backed up past Chantilly Parkway.
What is the
approaching Pike Road.
population of Selma,
Trinity State has
Alabama?
scholarship funds for an 8-week electrician's
In
assistant class.
2019,
See
the
Trinity
population of Selma was 18,276.
Trinity State. Today's college, tomorrow's world. About the lots for Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major.
How many miles have you driven past your scheduled auto service checkup? A few hundred or a few thousand? Call Chico's Auto Pros today to schedule a quick service at our Atlanta Highway location.
When she was just 3 years old, Serena Williams started taking daily tennis lessons from her father. She turned pro when she was 16 and won the Grand Slam of the U.S. Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the Australian Open.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope, and that's all I had.
We salute AP's Female Athlete of the Decade, Serena Williams.
You just never give up because you never know.
Back anywhere, like on a city street. Now you can get fast relief anywhere with new improved Primatene Mist, the only FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. So whether you need relief of symptoms at the park or at your kitchen table, Primatene Mist starts working quickly, opening up your airways to restore free breathing. For temporary relief of mild symptoms of intermittent asthma, use Primatene Mist and breathe easy again. Available at CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. Use this directly.
This is your Congressman Barry Moore. Are you a veteran in need of assistance with the VA? Do you need help accessing service records or a disability ratings claim? I understand the risk of many veterans face. And my office is
Sure you do.
Please visit my website, barrymore.house.gov, or call my office at 334-478-6330.
This message was paid for by the official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare. Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use in 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 844-47-BIBLE. That's 844-47-BIBLE. 844-47.
For the 65th annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of Pro Rodeo Cowboys and Lucky Stock from Montgomery for this NFR playoff series. Weekend features children's band and world-class entertainment. Fun for the whole family on our new performance styles. Now, Friday through Sunday, for active military and first responders. And the Sunday Fun Day Family 4-pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at SLErodeo.com.
Is your foot pain becoming a hassle? Can't get through a workday without pain? Can't go shopping without limping down the aisles? I'm Dr. Brian Killey, a board-certified podiatrist with specialized training in endoscopic procedures for heel pain and neuromas. Most diagnostic procedures can be performed right in the office, saving you the time and trouble of going from place to place. So don't run around town to fix your feet. Call me at 265-7585 for an appointment. That's 265-7585. Serving Montgomery, Greenville, and surrounding areas for over a decade. Follow us on Facebook or visit us on the web at www.greenvillefootcare.com, where doctors' profiles, directions to the office, hours of operation, and new patient paperwork are all just a click away. You can also find useful information on common foot conditions and services that we provide. I'm Dr. Brian Killey with Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet, start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrist performance.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Ready, fuck. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Okay, now, before we get back to your very important calls, I must tell you something that's very important to you, especially to the guys. Did you know that having your testosterone checked should be a part of your annual routine in men's health? That's right. Well, I didn't know that either until I talked to the people at Montgomery Health, Men's Health. A lot of guys suffer from low T, testosterone, you know what it is, and don't even know it, don't even realize it. Low T affects your quality of life in a big way. Your quality of life doesn't have to decrease due to low T. Now, if any of this sounds familiar, you feel sluggish, you feel run down, you have a low libido, and you just don't feel the way you used to. Well, it could be low T. Low T treatments can truly change your life. Most men experience higher energy, both gains in the gym, better mental clarity, improved sleep patterns, a faster metabolism, which gives you more muscle and all that stuff. And you can even you'll even notice, okay, increased libido. Now, it's only $99 for a testosterone and PSA test. In a matter of minutes, you'll know exactly what those numbers are. So now I need you to get on the phone, call 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663, and go get the test. Okay, it ain't mama that's messed up. It's you. You need to go get some more of that, that T stuff. That you need to get. Let them fix you up and make sure that it ain't lacking. So give them a call, 334-440-3663, and your wife will be saying, I love that testosterone stuff. All right, 440-3663, 440-3663, Montgomery Men's Health. Let's go back to the phone, see who's there. Good morning, who's this? Yes. Yeah, I got you. You're on the air. Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
I was reading in the newspaper yesterday that Mayor Reed was going to changes to some streets.
And I saw that too. Yeah, I got that too.
City council first before they approved it. But hypocrisy runs among liberal Democrats. I'm not proud of it. My great-grandfather and great-great-uncle owned 150 slaves on a plantation back in Arkansas. This was pre-Civil War days. And you would think that a person
person that wants to change the name of his street would look at his surname, you know, the last name, because if he has a last name such as my grandfather's last name was Collier, Collier, and there was a lot of black people that their surname is Collier. You would think that they would want to change their last name because of the slave owners that owned their families. So, you know, before he starts, and I don't care if he wants to name the streets Tulip or Rosebud or, you know, something like that. You know, I don't care. But he ought to start looking at his name first, his ancestry first.
Okay. Well, I'd never heard of a big slave owner named Reed, but, you know, I don't know. But we all, listen, there ain't a black person in America who don't have a name that belongs to somebody white.
You know, someone is forcing someone, if they don't like the street name, like Jackson.
Yeah.
Stonewall Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of black people out there named, last name's Jackson. If you have a street name Jackson and someone wants to change it or forces to change it, then he should change his surname.
Well, that's an interesting perspective. Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. Yes.
Was living, you know, she used to have town hall meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Roberta Franklin had back in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was at one of her meetings over there at Washington Park at the school, and she gives people an opportunity to line up and speak. When my turn came, I said, we need to look into the Voting Rights Act because we need to look at having it changed.
Why?
That was before 2013, Kevin. Before then.
Who's stopping anybody from voting?
Wait, let me tell you this last part. Then somebody yelled at me. Sit down and look. Shut up. That ain't gonna never happen.
And
Joe Reed. So y'all make sure he help y'all get changed, okay?
all right. I don't know who's stopping anybody from voting. I've never been stopped from voting.
I'm saying change what was in there, that clause.
Okay.
They explain it because that's what you stood up and said.
No.
And these people pick who they want to listen to.
Right. All right.
If that was before 2013, they had all these years to make sure what happened to us wouldn't happen with voting. Okay? But that's how it is. People listen to who they want to listen to. Okay?
All right. All right. Appreciate it. I think. Good morning. Yes. That's why it's called Cigarette Hill. Well, but here's my problem with renaming streets. What's going to happen if we rename a street and then we find out that the person we named the street after was not perfect? Are we going to rename it? Are we going to rename it again? Yeah.
known us to own any slaves going back 7 generations, but not to say it's not. Should he not rename his name, his last name?
Well, I'll let the politics play itself out. I think there are a lot more important things in Montgomery we need to deal with, rather than worry about street names. I don't.
About that, but I was just listening as I was before Sean came to Morning View. There was Pastor Greg Belser, love that man to death. He went to a church outside of Clinton, Mississippi, right outside Jackson. So Clinton or Mississippi is basically a suburb. He had a wonderful saying that I think applies to so many of your callers this morning. He said the past is a wonderful place to visit, but it is a terrible place to live.
That it is. That it is.
And I think so many, I mean, it can apply not just in a matter of racial issues, it can be a matter of your previous history, be it with crime or economic difficulty. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with people reminiscing, commemorating the march across the Selma Bridge. Not a problem. But why can't we say, okay, that's over and done yesterday? What do we do now to move forward? How many of your callers are complaining and still living in the 1960s with their mindset?
Well, I don't really believe that a lot of people want to change it. There's too much power associated with it. You can manipulate people's emotion. There's money in it. But I'm blaming white folks. Every time somebody calls y'all a racist, you run and hide. Yeah. Well, it was a white man for a minute. I mean, it was. South Africa. South Africa. Right. No. Got to run, brother. Got to run. You got 3 minutes. That's what we do now. We said we're going to do 3 minutes. Good morning. Yes. Morning. Fine. Mm-hmm. I know 30. I know the last 31 years of it because I've been to it, and I live in here. I live here. I'm familiar with 31. No. Wait a minute. I'm familiar with 31 years of people showing up at that bridge down there for photo ops and leave. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I realize that, but they take so much advantage of that and don't leave Selma with nothing. Oh. Hmm. I don't need to research what I know. Yeah, but I don't need to research what I know. I don't need to research what I know. For 31 years, I've been in this city. I know what I know. Because I know for 31 years, going down there, talking about Selma, talking about the market, has not done. Well, there's a Smitherman that's a black man that's in the House of Representatives. I know there's a Smith. I don't care about him. I don't care. Because I'm talking about I'm talking. I've been here for 31 years, and Selma. Well, that's all. That's look from the looks of it. That's all they're doing down there is existing. From the looks of it. Good morning. Yes. Good morning.
Let me echo something
agree with you. And last week, you had a state representative on there. And I said, this is going to be one of the most important calls you're going to get. And I asked him, I said, what does the Alabama legislature and our government have against regulating gambling? Now, you talk about history. You know, back before we did away with apartheid, I refused to perform jury duty. And a judge by the name of Albritton threatened to put me in jail. And then he wrote me a letter, I still have it, because they asked my race. So why do you need my race? But anyway, that I will never have to worry about pulling jury duty again in Alabama, federal jury duty. And Senator Albritton, I was watching public TV the other night on, I think the name of the show was Alabama Journal. And he described Alabama as being the wild, wild west. And we need to clean it up if we ain't going to have gambling. I challenge to all those people that are listening, because somebody was listening. And it's about time they even talk that way. Advertiser, all the media, everybody has got to make money. So, you know, there's no incentive to describe what's going on here in Alabama, because the people that it's going to adversely affect do not have enough money to pay Tuplus, Blue Water, any of these stations, TV, WSFA, the money to advertise and put forth, you know, a decent rebuttal to what we have been presented as a gambling presentation. But you know what, Kevin? We still need to know, what are they going to do? You can say that, right? They did stuff I can remember 30 years ago that Don Spiegelman spent $100 million to wire up Alabama in the internet, and we still talking
We still, and thank you. Still pays. Right. Yeah.
The lottery from the gambling, and we'll move forward. That's my comment.
All righty. I remember that broadband bill too. Siegelman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't so sad, it would be comical. Oh, something else before we go to a break. You know, I heard this weekend that there's a woman's prison in Montgomery. It's not a prison in Montgomery. I'm not talking about Tutwiler. There's a woman's work center or something in Montgomery. And evidently, it seems that when everybody left for the weekend, they didn't leave any toilet paper for anybody. So from what I understand, they didn't have no paper to do the paperwork. Women's place. I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying those are some of the things that came to me. So I'd sure like to know, what's the name of that place? Anybody know the name of it? You know, it's not Tutwiler, it's something in Montgomery. But if it's true, what a shame. We'll be back.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. When you buy a home with Rocket Mortgage, you'll have a team of experts to help you every step of the way. Forget unwanted surprises and unanswered questions. That's not how they work. You'll feel informed and confident at every turn. When you're ready to buy or refinance, Rocket can.
A much different forecast for this week. It will be cooler and there is plenty of opportunity for showers and thunderstorms here. We're talking today highs upper 70s, so still very warm today. There will be some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms throughout the morning into the afternoon and early evening hours, and a few stronger storms possible with high wind gusts. For tonight, we're down to around 50. We dry out, but then rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chances for rain. Won't rain the entire time, but chances are certainly there. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got trouble Troy Highway, Virginia Loop, and East-South Boulevard at Troy Highway. So be careful in both of those areas. Invisible fence keeps your pet
So far in the past. It's so far in the past. I don't care about you. I'm talking about now, right now. What benefit does someone get out of it?
Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Delay.
Attention River Region listeners. Take advantage of 4 new tires with no money down. And Chico's Auto Pros. Montgomery's #1 red tire store. Chico's Auto Pros.
we begin the year 2022, Dr. Michael Irwin, a Montgomery orthodontist, would like to offer you some good news. He's reducing his fees for braces by 20% for the entire year. This represents a substantial savings of more than $1,000 for a typical case. Due to historic inflation, where the price of gas, food, cars, and almost anything else you buy has increased, this is a golden opportunity for a family to save significant money on their child's orthodontic treatment. Dr. Irwin has been successfully treating patients for more than 40 years in the Montgomery area. You'll also love his friendly and helpful staff, who has been helping him take care of patients for decades. The Montgomery family has been loyal to him, and he looks forward in 2022 to his opportunity to give back. They encourage you to take advantage of this special offer by calling his office today for a no-cost evaluation at 279-6910. That's 279-6910.
Joe Biden has created a dangerous crisis at our border. Now, illegal immigrants are flooding into our country in record numbers, and they're bringing violent crime and deadly drugs with them. Conservative Katie Britt is running for the U.S. Senate to secure our border and protect Alabama families. Here's Katie Britt.
Joe Biden promised amnesty and free health care to illegal immigrants. And that's exactly why border crossings are now at an all-time high. We need to send fighters to Washington who are dead serious about border security. Here's where I stand. Let's finish President Trump's wall, ban sanctuary cities, crack down on the drug cartels. And here's a novel concept: put American families first for a change. As Alabama's next senator, I will fight back against the Biden liberals and never back down.
Katie Britt is tough on illegal immigration, and she's ready to fight for stronger borders.
I'm Katie Britt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Britt for Alabama.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need: 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Saddle up for the 65th annual Southeastern Livestock Exposition Rodeo at the Garrett Coliseum, March 18th through the 20th. We're bringing the best of pro rodeo cowboys and bucking stock in Montgomery for this NFR playoff series. The weekend features children's events and world-class entertainment, fun for the whole family on our new performance times. Now, Friday through Sunday, ticket deals for active military and first responders, and a Sunday Fun Day family four-pack. Learn more and purchase tickets at slarodeo.com.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And welcome back, everybody. And listen, I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I don't care. I call up and make a reasonable argument. We live so far in the past sometimes until we'll never get ahead. We'll never get ahead. Man, you guys get, hey, the past is a place to reflect, not live there. We're talking about now. What does the Selma to Montgomery photo op do for Selma? How about the chapel down there that everybody goes to? They get any money? Is it? I mean, does anybody make any money on it? Because at the end of the day, when everybody leaves, people down there need to survive. So the big Air Force One, Air Force Two comes to Montgomery. What does it do for them? Oh, and that statistic that somebody said it was per 100,000 people. Okay, that's what the crime. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. Give me a policy. No. Give me a policy that is in place to keep people oppressed. We don't live in Georgia, brother. We don't live in Georgia. What policy over there? What policy over there is meant to oppress people? It is not. Is that constitutional? Does the Constitution say you need water? And what? And bring your own water. Marty, hold on, Marty. Let me ask you a question. No. I'm gonna give you 1 minute after I take it, but let me ask you a question. Wait. Now I gotta ask you this. I gotta go. I can't let this go. Years and years and years, people went to the voting booth. We did not have damn water. And they can bring their own now, and they can do it now. Yeah. Democrats did that. Democrat Party did that. Do you think we're the only people that have a hard time? Yeah. That is bull crap. That's bull. Oh. And he wasn't totally black. And she ain't totally black. Okay. What's that got to do with the Voting Rights Act? All right. Okay. I can only handle so much whining. Okay, let's move on. I can only handle so much of that. Good morning. Hello. Yes. Yeah. I'm helping y'all. Because it doesn't do anything for someone. Nothing. There's no economic impact whatsoever. Well, I separated. It commemorates the sacrifices. It commemorates the sacrifices of all people, of the people that made this. It made it possible for us to be on the radio this morning. That's what it does. Sure, there is. Yeah. It's a photo op. Yeah. And whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that we? First of all, I don't know about the Republicans have been in charge of it for 139 years. Democrats laid the foundation for the state of Alabama. Individualism plays a part in some of this. No, because you as an individual are the person that's responsible for you. Hadn't stopped me. I don't care what the rankings are. Hadn't stopped me. But it hasn't stopped me. It don't have to stop you. There are a lot of people that. Okay. And so what we're going to do about it? All right. I'm doing. I got two boys that are not in. No, Well, I ain't gonna call him a racist. I mean, he. Wait a minute. Telling the truth, telling the truth doesn't make you a racist. Yeah. Well, philosophically, we agree on some things, but I don't agree on some. I don't agree on everything with everybody. Show me one word I've denigrated black people. No. Give me one thing I've said to denigrate black people. Give me one thing I've said to denigrate black folks. Give me one thing. Just give me one thing. Give me one thing I've said. See you later. You can't answer my question. See you later. Anyway, so give me one thing, and then I gotta go. Bye. Enough of this for the day.
News update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening.
Some things I just can't take.
The Sheriff's Office is conducting a homicide investigation after finding a body south of Salem. Officials say they found a man's body well into a wooded area off of Lee County Road 140. Now to news from inside our legislature. Alabamians could soon have the chance to vote on a statewide lottery.
We're not on the air.
Would expand, regulate, and tax casino-style gambling and sports betting. The bill would create a commission to oversee it, along with officials statewide. Now, to news for Costco members, your membership might be going up this year. Costco's chief financial officer says a membership price increase will happen at some point, but when and how much is still in the air. The last time the membership price went up for Costco was
Whiner in chief.
I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. These are your morning headlines.
WLWI AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Cumulus Media Station. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Fireball crashing to the ground in Ukraine's eastern city of Kharkiv. Military officials there say it was a down